What is up, coasters? Give me a second. Now that's better. Coaster Society, I know I've been on a little few month hiatus here, and that's because I've been going through SAT, AP testing, and then I started vomiting aggressively when I was ready to make this video. But that doesn't matter because we got through it all, and now we're here and we're about to film this video. Now, I don't know if y'all have been noticing recently or not, but Universal's been popping off. Obviously, we've got Epic Universe coming soon, and some of those rides look legendary. Like the Donkey Kong attraction that's gonna make it so it looks like your cart is jumping from track to track. That's a ridiculous coaster idea. Along with that, you also have them popping off with Velocicoaster and Hagrid's and making Islands Adventure probably the best park in Orlando. I can't speak to it because I haven't been there personally.
Hey Society, Editing Alec here. Just to say that I made it out to Universal just a couple of days ago, and it was by far, Islands of Adventure was by far the best park in all of Orlando. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and sorry about the hiatus.
And outside of Florida, obviously you have Universal Hollywood opening Mario Land, or I don't know what's officially called, Super Mario World, I think probably. And look at this theming. I mean, the interactiveness, the food, everything with such an iconic character. Obviously it was going to be a smash hit. And even better, it's getting promotions from influencers going there like Ryan Trahan that are much larger than coaster tubers. It's a huge hit among the GP, and people are flooding to that park over Disneyland just because of Mario Land. Along with that, you have quality of resorts increasing, and more Universal's starting to look like a destination more than just a little side thing that you do on your Disney trip. And that brings us to the topic of this video. What is Disney doing? Now, in the past couple years after the pandemic, Disney has done almost remotely nothing to go against Universal. Universal's just been building all these highly themed lands and rides, and Disney's been doing jack to compete with them. But whenever Universal would do something, it felt like Disney would respond. It felt like we were moving into a space where for both parks it was going to be good. However, that did not hold up because as of now, Disney has done absolutely nothing to respond. Like back when Universal opened the Wizarding World, Disney immediately went into hyperdrive mode with Galaxy's Edge and responded with something similar to the Harry Potter world, similar in quality of rides and the land itself too. I love Galaxy's Edge. Some people have critiques of it, but I really like Galaxy's Edge. To respond to everything Universal's done, Disney opened Trahan at the Magic Kingdom. That's it. Trahan is a great ride. It's my first ever video on this channel actually talking about how great it is. And yet that doesn't compare to what Universal's doing at all. Trahan's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't carry a whole park like Velocicoaster does. Even then, Velocicoaster's not carrying that park because you have Hagrid's in the same park. You gotta do something, Disney. But they just haven't responded. And Trahan was supposed to open like 6 years ago. It was supposed to open pre-pandemic. And it just kept getting delayed and delayed infinitely. So really, it's not even a response to Velocicoaster. It was supposed to go in before. Now you're probably sitting at home in your chair, shaking your hand in anger while going, "Why, you little Mickey Mouse son of a bitch." But it's not the company's fault, and it's not any executives in the company besides former CEO Bob Chapek. And here's the rundown of Chapek's tenure at Disney. He increased prices. He removed FastPass and replaced it with Genie Plus. He stopped spending money on the parks, instead opting for low-budget additions, such as flat rides, and overall decreased quality in the parks and the company drastically. What a sack of sh**. One of Chapek's largest failures inside the parks was Adversaries Campus, which objectively sucks. You have the Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror theme, which was great. Tower of Terror is a great ride. Everyone loves Tower of Terror. We all love it, and it's better with 80s music and Guardians of the Galaxy characters. It gives a different experience, and it gives the land an e-ticket. But besides that, there's just Web Slingers, which sucks. It's Midway Mania and Astro Blasters, except with a screen on it and DLC. The ride has DLC. You can buy web slingers that give you power-ups. A ride has DLC like a video game. It's unreal. It's unreal, the money grabbing that the JPEG tenure did. It's unbelievable. All you do in the ride is go like this at objects. They added DLC to that ride. Along with that, the food's great. It's Disney food. For theme park food, it is really high quality. But that's what you expect when you're spending so much on this experience. And besides that, the land is like the size of a bug. Speaking of which, it replaced Bugs Land. And you know what? I like Bugs Land better. Yeah, that's right. I like Bugs Land better. I went there when I was young and I have good memories there. I'd rather go to Bugs Land, and watch It's Tough to Be a Bug. I said it. Well, this is pre-D23, and I think it'd be great to do some speculation. Welcome to Coaster Society Speculation. Now, Iger is back in power after the failure of the JPEG tenure. So as such, what is Disney going to do now? What plans do they have to respond to all this Universal craziness with them going crazy and stealing a lot of Disney enthusiasts away from Disney? First, let's go over to California and talk about the OG Disneyland. Now, Disneyland has always had that special magic around it that you just can't feel at Disney World. How I long to go back there. Sorry, got lost in the moment. Anyways, what's going on at Disneyland? Well, right now we've got a movement inside the Disney company called Disneyland Forward, I think. I'll put up the real name on the screen if I got it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. I watched a few videos for research. Anyways, Disneyland Forward. Now, this is supposed to expand Disneyland significantly, taking away from parking lots and areas around Disneyland that Disney owns. And along with this is a plan to open an Avatar Pandora inside of Disneyland. And there's room for 6 rides inside the plans for this land. So this could be massive. Obviously, inside the land, you're gonna have Flight of Passage, which people have described as like a life-changing theme park experience. Anytime I've gone, it's been closed, of course, and I've gone to Disney World many times. But this really would be a huge win for Disney, because all you have to do is clone a ride, but then it would be a huge draw to the park because it's one of those rides that is truly supposed to change your view on theme parks. Along with that, you'd probably have something of a expanded Navi River journey, and really besides that, we don't have an idea what this is going to be like. Disneyland obviously does not have that much space, and where this would go, really don't know. There's many plausible locations inside the park. So we're just gonna have to wait for D23 to hear more on this. But this is a confirmed one, so you can expect this one to come as long as the city of Anaheim and the businesses around it do approve it. The next rumor takes place inside the Florida parks at Animal Kingdom, where it is rumored that Dinoland USA and Dinosaur the ride itself will be going bye-bye. Yet again, this one is not confirmed at all, so it could be completely wrong. However, there's a few pieces of evidence that you can go out there and find yourself if you really want to, that it might be happening. Now, part of Dinoland USA might be getting turned into an Encanto theme land, and Dinosaur the ride itself would probably be turned into an Indiana Jones type ride. But we don't know what that would look like. It would probably be a near theme, but it wouldn't be an exact copy. It would probably be a different temple and setting to fit within Africa or Asia, depending on which one the Imagineers want to run with. And our final rumor slash confirmed slash not really expansion for today is Beyond Big Thunder Mountain. Now we know there's something coming to past Big Thunder Mountain because there's land being cleared, forests being cut down. So we know something's coming to that area. However, we don't know what. One thing the Disney company was like putting out in the world that they're like was a blue sky project that they're like this might happen at the last D23 was an Encanto themed land leading into a villain themed land. And obviously the villain themed land would be a great counter to Dark Universe coming at Epic Universe, but we just don't know if that's gonna happen yet. I think a villain themed land would look really cool. There's a lot of iconic Disney villains that you can put in there, but we just don't know yet, and a lot of this is too slow moving for Disney to really keep up with what's coming down the pipe with Universal. And since Universal has so much momentum right now and it just keeps on building and building on it, I just think they're going to keep pushing after they open Epic Universe, opening more and more innovative and great rides that make us go wow, like they've been doing recently. Velocicoaster is many people's number ones. And if you're not a thrill junkie, inside that park they have the Spider-Man ride, they have Hulk, and they have Hagrid's. The only thing that's suffering is maybe the original Universal Studios, but then again, they're probably keeping that park the same because it's iconic. Obviously, they need to tamper down on all the simulators. I'm sure that is coming. So Universal's gonna keep pushing, and Disney is not. The only good thing I'm seeing within the parks right now opening this year is Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which looks like it's going to be great with new animatronics and not really any uses of screens inside the ride.
Hey guys, editing Alec, back here again. I've been working tirelessly to get this video out, but I'm just here to say that I hate Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I watched the POV and I'm appalled. They ruined that ride. The amount of empty space in between scenes is ridiculous, and the use of screams where the laughing place once was. I hate it, and I'm boycotting Disney because of it. Peace out.
And is hopefully a worthy replacement to Splash Mountain. Little side tangent. Splash Mountain was one of my favorite rides before it closed. I understand the issues with it, but really, it was such a good ride. So I'm really hoping that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a worthy replacement. But beyond that, there's not much going on inside the Disney parks right now, and if they let Universal keep building momentum, they're going to steal that crown. However, I'm here to tell you, at some point that's not going to happen. Disney has the Imagineers, they have the resources, and they have everything they need, including land, to respond to Universal. So that's the conclusion you should take from this video. Although it's probably not happening right now, a Disney response is coming. At some point, it's going to arrive. However, it's just not happening yet, and the company appears to be too slow moving. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens within Disney in the next couple of years, to see if this Universal Disney clash really does help both sides of enthusiasts and give us better rides and better lands, or if it's just a one-sided fight with Universal just building these crazy lands and crazy rides and eventually taking over the theme park world and stopping. I guess we'll just have to wait to see. What's good, Coaster Society? If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. When you watch all the way, it helps out the channel so much. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. Of course, here's the subscriber countdown and the road to 100K. We are a 20th of the way to 1K, which means monetization and a great prize for you guys. So if you want to see this happen, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching once again. God bless you. You have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.